What's up my YouTube and my YouTube viewers, it is Chuki Beats and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be checking out a quick introduction to mastering, getting your files ready to be uploaded on every streaming site and all that good stuff. But before we get into the video, please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join our great producer community we're building here. And most importantly, follow my Instagram at Chuki Beats with a Z, because soon also my name. Let's go to my desk. Hey! Okay, so today we're back and I've got some very good news for you guys today, because today we're learning how to master your beats yourself. And that was not the good news. The good news is that you can get this plugin that I'm using, which is $130. You can get it for free over at the Plugin Boutique if you buy any plugin. Doesn't matter if it's a $1 plugin or it's a $500 plugin, you always get this plugin, Izotope Ozone Elements. You get it for free with any purchase over at the Plugin Boutique. So check out if you want to buy any plugin, and you'll get this plugin I'll be using today for free with it. So check it out through the link in the description down below. Shout out to the Plugin Boutique for doing this offer. It is crazy. So today we're learning how to use it. Hey, okay, so if you join me on my screen here, I've got my beat that I made yesterday set here in this project. I exported a WAV file, which is important for mastering. I'm not saying you guys will learn how to fully master here, because mastering is an art form in itself. You have to be very good at it, and you have to focus on mastering only to be a very good sound engineer slash masterer. I don't know how you say that, but this program or this plugin will definitely make your tracks sound almost as good as if they were professionally mastered. So this plugin is definitely a lifesaver for anyone that doesn't know how to master his beats or how to get your beats mastered. So I'll quickly load up the plugin here. You put it obviously on your master channel and you load it up. I've also got the full version of Ozone, but they will be using the Ozone Elements version because it's also very powerful. And yeah, that's what we'll be using in this video, and that's what you also are able to get for free, even though it is $130 normally. So I'll load up the plugin, and as you can see, it has your basic mastering purposes. It has an equalizer, an imager, and a maximizer. With the equalizer, you just equalize your sounds, you know, in equalizer. With the imager, you change the stereo image, like how wide a track feels, how far back a vocal feels, how wide every instrument sounds in the mix. And with the maximizer, you change the loudness and you put a little bit of compression on it as well, so you get the track as loud as it can while not clipping and all that good stuff. But the fun thing about Ozone Elements, or about Ozone in general, is that it has a master assistant. What you do is you just press it, you play some audio from your track, and then it automatically assigns some functions that it thinks that need to be done. So you can work off of that, because it often has a very good result. So what you do is loop a very loud part of your beat, for example the chorus or the hook part, which for me is here. Hey. Okay, so we press the master assistant. Where is it? Yes, right here. Master assistant. We're going for streaming and not for CD. CD will make it sound best for CD, but we're going for streaming here. We press next, and then it says play your audio. And then it starts to analyze, and it starts to automatically assign things to it. And I can immediately hear it gets better. Like, there was too much bass in my mix, and it fixed that already. You press accept, and right now you can see what it has done. So first we go to the equalizer. You can see it removed a lot of bass. It brought up some of these mid functions here and removed a little bit of the high. So you can see what happens. And it does sound way better. It sounds more clean, it sounds more composed. Like, the bass was too loud in my original mix, and I know, but I just like to get these beats very loud and very out there before I upload them, because often artists want to feel the beat and not have a perfectly mixed and mastered beat to listen to in the beginning. So you can see it equalized it very well. It brought down some of these bass frequencies, it brought up some of these mids that were missing, turned down the highs a little bit, and then we go to the imager. We press this button to turn it on, and then you can see the beat is quite in the middle here. So what we do is we drag it open. I just have to listen. Something like this is perfect. You guys can't hear it because I'm on my camera, but hey, I'm going to change the audio very soon. Okay. Okay, so do a little bit of stereo imaging, not too much because it will get kind of cluttery and cloudy and kind of hard, but like this is perfect. And it also added the maximizer to make the beat as loud as possible without clipping, because clipping would just sound bad and clipping is not what we want. And so you can see that is the basic things that it did, but it actually does a lot. Especially the equalizing and the imaging is very, very important for your overall sound and for your overall listening experience. And the fun thing about Ozone is that you can actually compare your old version with your new version with a gain match. And what is that? Is normally when you master your tracks and then you remove your plugin used for mastering, you'll notice that the volume of your beat drops a lot because you just brought up the volume. Here it will gain match. So that means that it will bring up the volume when you're comparing, so you don't perceive the old version as whack because the volume is just lower. Here it will play at the same volume but just only apply the effects that you did, like the equalizing, the imaging and all that stuff. So that's what we are going to do right now. We gain match and then we bypass. So this is the old version and this is the new version. Maybe a little bit sharp, so I'm going to bring up a little bit of bass and bring it down a little bit like this. Better. I like it like this. Hey. So I hope you guys can follow along with this. I really hope you guys understand this, and I'm now going to show you guys another example of a track I've worked on with Kid. Hey, okay, so we're here again, and I've loaded up one of the tracks that I made together with Kid for his EP called Peter Pan Syndrome. If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely do so through the link in the description down below, and you can see the cover art right here. It was a very cool EP, very cool project we worked on, and here you can see the project in which we recorded. It sounds like this. You guys might know the beat.
Chuki beat. Oh shit, goddamn. All these fucking bands in my pants, I can't stand. Shawty, let's roll it down, smoke it up. We some rock stars.
No, okay. But before we get lost in the track here, I'll quickly bring up one of the most busy parts of the track, which is the part where the kick comes in right here.
Oh shit, goddamn.
And this is my mix as it sounds right now. I also mix the vocals and everything, but I'll add an instance of Ozone Elements and see what it does with the mastering assistant. So master assistant, turn it on, streaming next, and then play the loudest part.
Oh shit, goddamn. All these fucking bands in my pants, I can't stand. Let's roll it up, smoke it up. We some rock stars, take a trip. Oh shit,
okay, so
goddamn.
what has it done? Let's see. We can check the equalizer, and it kind of brought up some of the low bass here, or the mid bass here. It brought up some of the high mids here, and it turned down some of the high end. And I know it turned down some of the high end because I just knew in my beat, the way I mixed it, the hi-hat was a little bit too sharp. I just knew already. So it's very good that this plugin did that. And the only thing that kind of bothers me is that there's still a little bit too much bass in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is turn down the first band a little bit more.
Oh shit, goddamn. All these fucking bands in my pants, I can't stand. Shawty, let's roll it up, smoke it up. With some rock stars, take a trip.
Something like that.
Oh shit, goddamn.
Yeah, sounds better.
All these fucking bands in my pants.
Like as I'm saying, this master assistant will give you a good point to start off with, but then you just have to look at like, okay, what can I do to make it a little bit better? Don't do crazy stuff like it, because mastering is all about the subtle changes and not overdoing it. Just do what bothers you. Don't do anything that doesn't bother you. Like if there's something wrong with it, fix it. If it's not wrong, don't try and fix it, because if it's not wrong, it doesn't need to be fixed. That's the point of mastering. Okay, so let's turn on the imager and try and see what we can do with the vocal.
Oh shit, goddamn. All these fucking bands in my pants, I can't stand. Shawty, let's roll it up, smoke it up. With some rock stars, take a trip.
Let's do it like this.
Oh shit, goddamn.
You guys probably can't hear it very well, but especially with tracks with vocals on, when you widen up the image, the vocal gets pushed back a little bit and the instruments kind of come around it, but if you overdo it, the vocal will just be somewhere in the background. So you got to find that sweet spot where it's like, okay, now everything feels very coherent, is what I'm trying to say. And then you can see the maximizer again. It was actually, I didn't have to bring down the threshold because I already put it pretty loud. So I could have done a better job in my mix by leaving a little bit of headroom, because it's always better if you have a little bit of headroom for it to be mastered properly. But in this case, it already sounded very good. Kind of want to credit my mix here, but it already sounded very good, so it didn't need a lot of work. But that is basically what this program does and what it is capable of. Like, it's very, very, very good. Like, test it out for yourself and you'll see that the difference is very good. Like, it's subtle. Like, mastering is very subtle, but it does a lot. Like, when you would play this in your car, the first version and the second version, you'll definitely hear the difference. Like, you won't get annoyed with certain frequencies, you won't get annoyed with the hi-hats being too loud or with the bass knocking a little bit too hard or something like that. It will just all sound a little bit better, and that's exactly the point of mastering. So let's compare it real quickly. Gain match. This is the old version, and this is the... It's subtle, but it's good. It's a lot better. Okay, so I hope you guys learned a lot in this video. I'm not saying this replaces professional mastering, but I'll definitely say that this will help out a lot of you guys that are trying to get some decent sound quality out there. To all of you guys that want to produce tracks with artists, produce a beat tape, all that stuff, and do not have the time or money to get mastering done professionally, this is very, very, very good. Like if professional mastering was like at 100%, this would definitely come to a like 70% or something like that. So it's like you pay a lot of money for the extra 30%, but this is also very, very good. So as I already said, if you sign up at the Plugin Boutique and purchase any plugin, even if it is a $1 plugin or a $50 or a $200 or a $500 plugin, you get Ozone Elements for free right now with any purchase, and that is for the rest of September, so you guys have a lot of time. Look at any plugin that you've always wanted to buy, like your favorite VST, like your favorite synthesizer or anything like that, or maybe you want to buy some kind of effects plugin. Check it out if it's on the Plugin Boutique, and if you purchase that, you'll get Ozone Elements for free as well, which is a very, very good deal, and I wouldn't let it slide if I were you guys. Hope you guys learned a lot in this video. Definitely thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. I've got some very, very, very big changes coming up very soon. I'm thinking about going daily on this channel, and I'm actually going to do it starting from October. So thank you guys for the support. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.